Blockchain is one of the fastest growing technologies in human history. In just the past 4 years, the total global it's hard. Venture capital relationship. More multi-directional project. Be a marketplace within the community blogs and online forums, a token holder of this project, which essentially is similar to a shareholder of this project, all at the same time. So in other words, a member of a community where all the people that contribute get value out of them. So this is why blockchain entrepreneurs invest so much time and energy into their communities, since ultimately their success depends on them. So we might say that in the blockchain era, if technology is the cornerstone for our gateway to the future, it's the communities, really, that is the mortar that holds all of that together. So to get an idea where the next 10 million users are going to be, we need to look at how things have emerged so far. 4 very distinct segments have emerged in the blockchain ecosystem, and they each continue to grow and evolve. The first is mining with all of its hardware and ecosystems. B-Token spoke a little bit about that. The second is media, which includes traditional media, social media, including Facebook and Reddit, and messaging media like WhatsApp Telegram. The third are the exchanges where people actually trade cryptocurrencies. And the fourth are the cryptocurrency wallets, the storage repositories for these digital assets. All of these developed very uniquely in terms of how users interact and participate in them. Now, mining is a niche segment with a very high barrier to entry, and it requires a relatively high knowledge and expertise in both hardware and software applications. Therefore, as important as it is, it'll continue to be a specialized field with minimal mass user adoption. Media segment actually reached a very large readership in huge numbers very early on. But it's a very fragmented and a very siloed type of population, ranging from people reading about today's negative headlines about what's going on in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space to somebody's Facebook post about how a 19-year-old Bitcoin millionaire created a Dr. Octopus suit. And that's actually a real Facebook post, by the way. And then you've got the cryptocurrency exchanges, which have had an extremely large impact on the growth of the industry, because they're actually the doorways to capital that entrepreneurs and developers need to build things. So in spite of the challenges that the exchanges have experienced, and we've all heard some of the headlines about money being stolen out of exchanges and things like that, it's important to note that it's not unlike any other emerging disruptive technology that we've seen. So they're going to continue to be essential to the growth of the entire ecosystem. They're actually the first segment that reached users in the numbering in the tens of millions. The fourth segment is cryptocurrency wallets, or what we're now starting to call digital assets wallets. But for today, we're just going to call them wallets. Wallets have also been critical to the industry's development because without them, we wouldn't have a place to store and transfer our digital assets, and there would be chaos. So because of this critical function, wallets have also in recent years achieved tens of millions of users, especially over the last 2 or 3 years. So as such, we believe that the next 10 million users in the blockchain ecosystem are going to be found in the wallets. So what exactly is a wallet in the blockchain ecosystem, that is? So at its core, in its current stage of development, a wallet serves several basic but essential functions. As a storage safe for digital assets, as a tool for very simple value exchange, and as a gateway for peer-to-peer payments. We believe that in order for wallets to achieve the type of scale that we envision, which is hundreds of millions of wallet holders and tens of millions of active users, they need to become easy to use and provide practical everyday usage, especially with regards to payments. I read just this morning that Starbucks is looking at accepting cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. So if that's not as close to a real use case that is, then I'm not really sure what is. So furthermore, by innovating beyond just being easy to use and into the realm of being fun and entertaining, we believe that mass adoption is inevitable. Okay. So as the applications for blockchain technology begin to proliferate, so too will the wallet features and functionality. The digitization of real-world assets is revolutionizing the way that we interact with the economy and participate in it on every front. The old paradigm of paper deeds to houses, a car title, and some cash stored away in some iron safe or in a bank safety deposit box is dying. So the future wallet is where much of our economic lives will play out. So how is this actually going to unfold? We see it happening through the simultaneous development of 4 separate but complementary wallet attributes. The first is infrastructure. The fundamental underlying technology of wallets needs to be improved and ultimately perfected to ensure security, speed, and usability. Without these 3 basics in place, there's no trust. And with no trust, there's nothing. The second is interactivity. Wallets need to move beyond just mere storage devices and become tools that facilitate, encourage, and incentivize interactivity. We'll continue to see innovations in wallets that foster human interactions, drawing on practical research in areas such as game theory and crowd play. So the evolution of the user experience in wallets will determine its fate. The third attribute is openness. Wallets need to be open. They need to be open to things coming in, and they need to be open to things going out. By doing so, the digital assets ecosystem will continue to grow in a healthy manner. Blockchain technology, by its very nature, has the characteristics of being decentralized, open, and transparent. By remaining true to this nature, the entire ecosystem can flourish. So making wallets open through SDKs and APIs, third parties will be able to empower users to both give and receive value. Finally, wallets need to be community-focused. The multitude of communities that make up the entire ecosystem need to be brought into wallets and connected. While communities around different projects are each unique, by aggregating and sharing amongst each other, using the wallet as a bridge, more inclusiveness, more opportunities for collaboration, and more value creation can be realized. Once again, it's communities, these very unique and fundamental elements of the blockchain ecosystem that lie at the core of the blockchain's future. So there's already a lot of different wallets out there. There's probably as much variety as if you went to TJ Maxx was trying to pick out a wallet too. But they're all different in their own ways, and the differences in approaches and development going forward is ultimately going to depend in which wallet we're going to see the next tens of millions of users. So before I conclude, and I need to wrap up pretty quickly here because I think we're running behind schedule a little bit, I'll just share some examples of our approach to developing wallet technology and services. So in addition to creating a secure product for safe storage of digital assets and a convenient transfer tool, we've also begun developing what we hope users find as fun and useful applications. For example, we've built and released something that we call candy packs, in Chinese 小糖包, which is somewhat similar to the digital Chinese New Year red envelopes or hongbao made popular by Weixin. The candy pack feature enables community members to be able to send tokens for their project directly through their wallet to other people or also through their messaging programs. We've got a lot of really positive feedback from thousands of users that have been asking for these types of functions. We've also been starting to develop gamified types of applications that are sticky and fun, such as this one here, which is just like a wheel where you can spin it. It's a game of chance, and you can earn tokens through that. So we think there's a lot of things that can be done here. So in conclusion, as I've shared, there are many areas of innovation taking place within the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem. However, when it comes to attracting tens of millions of users that are going to be using these types of applications on a daily basis, it's not going to be the mining segment, it's not going to be the media segment, and it's not going to be the trading exchanges that ultimately leads to that daily ubiquitous use of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. It's going to be the wallets. So it's in the wallet that we believe in the not too distant future, we're going to see that next 10 million users. So thank you very much, and have a great afternoon.